what's going on, guys? I'm your host, the Grand State Squatch, and we're here with a special unboxing today. And I'm sure, as you saw on the slideshow, I fell in love with the hat that we're about to unbox today by seeing it on a YouTube video. And then I finally found it at Tweed Hat, which is a brick and mortar store in St. Petersburg, Russia, although I think they have other stores as well around Moscow and whatnot. But they do have an online site, and that's where I was able to get the cap. Now, with everything going on in the world, with the war and whatnot, I knew it was going to be pretty difficult to get that cap out of Russia. But we did do it. And here is the proof. Russian post right there. For all you naysayers that said I couldn't get anything out of Russia, there it is, guys. There it is. But the irony about the whole thing is that the person that uploaded the video of that cap works for Tweed Hat, or at least did work at Tweed Hat, and actually did the shooting of that video in the Tweed Hat shop. Had I paid a little bit more attention, my search would have been complete a lot sooner. And that goes to show you that the Grand State Squatch is not going to become a detective at any point in the near future, or at all. So, before we get on with the video, we're going to do just a little bit of history of this cap. As you all know, this is a city sport cap. And this is just a great company. They put out awesome caps. So what I want to do for you is we're going to do a little bit of a history lesson. I promise you it won't take too long, maybe 5-6 minutes, just some slides and whatnot. And yes, I am doing the narration. So if I sound a little different, that's just because I went to professional mode instead of talking like I'm from Boston, kid. But I hope you enjoy. And we'll see you after the slideshow, and we'll get to take a pretty nice peek at this beautiful cap, or at least I hope so. I haven't opened it yet, so I have no friggin' idea. Maybe it's a piece of crap. Who knows? We're not going to know until after the slideshow. See you then.
Today we are taking a look at something pretty special. This isn't just another flat cap. It's an 8-panel city sport cap made in Belgium from authentic McGee 1866 Donegal tweed. But before we take a close look at the cap itself, let's travel back more than 125 years to discover the company behind it. Belgium, 1898. Our story begins in 1898 in the Belgian town of Dixmude, where Victor de Klerk opened a small cap workshop. His goal wasn't to become the world's biggest hat maker. It was simply an idea to build the finest caps possible through skilled craftsmanship. From the very beginning, quality was standard. Every cap reflected careful construction, premium materials, and attention to detail. Those principles became the foundation of City Cap and continue to define the company today. When Victor passed away in 1917, his wife Marie Oliver refused to let the dream die. Together with their sons Gerard and Raphael, she carried the company forward, proving that City Cap was more than a business. It had become a family legacy. As the company grew and grew during the 1920s and 30s, its reputation spread across Belgium. The name City Cap became City Sport, and as well became synonymous with quality, style, and everyday elegance. One of my favorite stories from their history is the famous City Sport promotional car with a giant cap mounted on its roof. Imagine seeing that driving through Belgium in the 1930s. It's one of the most memorable advertising ideas I believe anyone would have seen at that time. Cycling heritage. City Sport also became closely connected with cycling, appearing at events like the Tour de France and the Tour de Flanders. Their caps became part of Belgian sporting culture. By the 1960s, City Sport had reached its golden era. The company employed around 100 people, exported throughout Europe, and even received a royal visit from Prince Albert of Belgium in 1963. That's quite an achievement for a family-owned cap maker. Like many heritage companies, City Sport faced difficult years during the late 1960s. Fashion changed, men began wearing long hair, and fewer people wore hats every day. The company had to adapt in order to survive. Instead of giving up, the family diversified into clothing while preserving the cap business. That decision helped keep the company alive through changing times and ensured that their hat-making tradition wouldn't disappear. The next generation brought new energy. Under Tom's leadership, City Sport returned to prominence with sales growing dramatically and the company once again becoming one of Europe's premier heritage cap makers. Today, City Sport continues to manufacture its caps in Belgium with a relatively small team of dedicated craftspeople. That's something I really appreciate. They're focused on quality rather than mass production. Now that we've looked at the history behind the company, let's turn our attention to the cap itself. This particular model is an 8-panel newsboy cap made by City Sport exclusively for Tweed Hat in St. Petersburg, Russia. The fabric is a genuine McGee 1866 Donegal tweed and a navy rust boucle. McGee has been weaving Donegal tweeds in Ireland for well over a century. Their fabrics are known for their beautiful flecks of color, rich texture, and exceptional durability. Further into this video, we will take a look at this fabric. We will look at the rust, the blue, the earthy clay flecks that are woven into the navy base, giving the cap incredible depth and character. The 8-panel construction creates a fuller silhouette that drapes beautifully. It's classic without feeling dated. The stitching, clean, the shaping excellent. Like every quality Donegal tweed, this cap will only become more attractive as it ages. In closing thoughts before we do our live review, I also want to mention Tweed Hat out of St. Petersburg, Russia. They worked with City Sport to commission this exclusive version, combining one of Belgium's oldest cap makers with one of Ireland's most respected textile mills. That's a pretty remarkable combination. When you put all of that together, you're not simply buying a hat. You're wearing more than a century of Belgian craftsmanship, authentic Irish Donegal tweed from McGee 1866, and a design created exclusively for Tweed Hat. For me, that's what makes heritage headwear so fascinating. Every cap has a story, and this one has a remarkable story to tell.
All right, well, welcome back, folks. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed that little slideshow, and I did my best to do the narration. I know I mispronounced a few words and slipped a couple times, but, hey, I did it in one take, so you got to give me, some credit. All right, guys. We're going to open this now, and then I'm going to change positions and get on a table so we can take an overhead look at this cap and look at those fibers. Alrighty, so we're just gonna tear this open with our teeth. No, I'm not gonna do that. All right, let's just rip this Just rip it. Let's rip it. Yeah. All right. Oh. That is the company, folks. Tweed hat. If you're interested in going on there. I don't know if they'll do this all the time, but they made it work for me. The duties and tariff that I had to pay, I think, was only about $50. And I mean, $50 is $50. You know, it's not a crazy lot of money, but still, you know, it's a decent amount for some of us, anyway. All right, the moment of truth. I mean, you know what? I'm going to let you guys look at it first. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my, wow. Ooh, we got all kinds of stuff in here. Wow, guys. So this is a navy. So underneath is the navy, and then you see these little curlies on the top of here. That's the boucle. That's a type of weave, I guess, and it's a rust. So it's a navy rust boucle. There is the City Sport pin, and but they have their own packing. City Sport Belgium since 1898. And as you can see here, that this was made exclusively for Tweed hat. I love that City Sport tag. City Sport caps. Thank you for buying this authentic handmade City Sport cap, manufactured in Belgium since 1898. The greatest care and pride, keeping the family values alive. With Victor de Klerk. Well, well, well. Well, let's just show some of the goodies that are in here. Got quite a bit of stickers. So we got these little cool stickers, which I'm probably going to put all over my my thermos. I really, really like that one. I think that's cool. That just reminds me of the you know, the 1920s and 30s cartoons, and I used to watch those, the old black and white cartoons. I really like that one a lot. That one's definitely going on my thermos. And then there's Tweed hat. I'm assuming in Russian. If you know how to read Russian, then go ahead and read it up. I do not read Russian, so the only things that I can say in Russian is "Do svidaniya" and "da" and "нет." Yes and no, and good afternoon, good night, whatever. That's all I can say in Russian. I think I can say one other thing in Russian, but it's not very nice, so I'm not going to say it. I did work with a Russian guy. He taught me a few things, but not much. All right, guys, let's go for an overhead shot. We're going to change positions, get a little bit more lighting. We're going to do an overhead shot to take a look at the fibers of this cap, and then we will try it on to see how it fits. But gauging what it looks like right now, this is going to be like old school newsy, real old school newsy. Alrighty, see you in a sec. Okay, guys. This is really incredible. You can definitely see the Donegal tweed under there with all of the red and the teal, even some pink and orange, yellow. All those colors that you expect to see in a Donegal tweed. And then we have this beautiful rusty boucle. Just wonderful, guys. Wow. And I gotta say, I love this pin. So this pin right here is, you can actually take that out if you want, and you can put it somewhere else if you like on the hat. But that's a complimentary pin. That's not a badge. It's not permanently affixed to the hat. You can see here, there's a rubber backing, which is very nice, instead of a metal one. Try to get it so you guys aren't getting just shadows in here. What I love is that they actually folded it in and stitched it on the inside, so you can't even see the stitching on the outside. A lot of times they'll sew them together on the outside and you can see the stitching, which I like on some hats. If they do the stitching well and the color of the stitching contrasts well with the color of the cap, it can really make it look amazing. But in this type of cap, I really like how they folded in the fabric and sewed it on the inside. Wow, lots of like hot pink in that, which is kind of weird, but I mean, it's cool to see all those cool colors in there. All different shades of blue as well. You have dark blue, light blue, kind of teal, almost purple. Pretty amazing. Now, I don't know if you can hear that squealing or not, but there is a baby owl that has been on my property screaming for his mother all the time, and my God, that kid needs to shut the hell up. Just screeches and screeches. I mean, you think owls are just hoo hoo hoo. No, this one is just a high-pitched screech. It's just loud. Wow. Just so beautiful. This is the first hat that I've ever had that has a boucle like this. If you don't know what the boucle is, it is these little tufts of fabric that kind of just poke out, almost like Brillo. It gives it a lot of depth and character. Now look at the inside here. It is a sewn down visor, I believe. Yep, it is, because you can actually see the sewn down, or at least I did see the sewn down mark for a minute, and that disappeared on me. Wonderful stitching on the inside. You can see this is Donegal tweed. %100% virgin wool, and then the satin lining. Made in Belgium. City Sport since 1898, made exclusively for tweedhat.ru. This liner is just extremely comfortable and smooth. Very well done. And this this patch here is not uncomfortable at all. It almost has the same feeling as the satin. All right, folks, now all we gotta do is try it on. All right, guys, here we are. And if you're wondering what I'm wearing the Stetson Eldred cap. This is a German-made cap, very, very tough type of leather. I believe it's pigskin. Very beautiful cap. It's got some nice sort of, almost like a flannel liner. Very nice cap. I've done a couple of reviews of this. I've done it in my eBay finds, and I did a single video of this all by itself. If you want to go back and check it out. All right, guys. Sorry about the messy hair. I'm due for a haircut. Drum roll, please. Okay. Go very, I can tell that this this brim is very, I gotta go gentle with this brim. This is one of those brims that could break. I can tell just by feeling it. You gotta go easy with it. I think these brims aren't really meant to be curled. Wow. That is some poof, guys. Holy cow. That's an old school cap right here. I definitely need a haircut because this thing is... Wow. Wow. It's a little loose. I may need to try to shrink this just a little bit. I might need to form it. But wowza, wowza, wowza. That is a newsboy if I've ever seen one. Oh yeah. Let's just get this off to one side here. Oh yeah. Man. That is style right there. Cock that off to one side like that. Oh man. You're ready for a movie set now. Let me try putting my pea coat on and we'll see how it matches. All right, guys. That's it. Feels kind of weird putting a pea coat on in the dead of summer, but I just wanted to see how it would look. And oh my goodness, I knew it would look pretty good, but damn. I didn't know it was gonna look that good. Wow. That is some style right there. Oh man. I am not regretting this at all. Wow, this has just got so much character. What a beautiful cap. My goodness. And that just looks so fine. So fine. That is nice. Whew. Damn. I think I need to I need to simmer down my ego. My ego's getting a little inflated because I look so nice. I'm telling you what, man. I'm rocking this cap with this pea coat. I tell you what. Yeah. Well, that looks pretty damn good. How about with the collar down? Still looks pretty nice. Yep. Still looks pretty nice. Yes, sir. Wow. That is just one fine hat. I'll tell you what, it was worth the aggravation, the frustration. It's worth the money. It was very expensive with everything. You know, I'd compare this to the amount of money you'd spend on a Strakowski or a high-end Stetson. There are a couple of shops where you can get some City Sport caps where these run $200 to $300 easy. Easy. That is so nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna stop staring at myself in the camera. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this. This hat is just so nice. Let's do a turnaround. Wow. This thing has just got so much swagger and style. I knew I fell in love with this on that video for some reason. What a gorgeous cap, and what a phenomenal cap maker. City Sport, if you guys are watching this, you guys did such an amazing job on this hat. This is just, it is so gorgeous. It really is. And this is one of those hats where people might stop you in the street and go, what kind of hat is that? Where can I get it? And I'm going to say, sorry, it was the only one they had. Which isn't true. They might have some more. I don't know, maybe. But I guarantee you, well, I don't know if I can guarantee it 100%, but there's a good friggin' good chance that I might be the only one in this entire country that has one of these. I don't know. The only other person that I know of that has one of these hats, the same exact one, is David Beckham. He's the only one. So, and I know he doesn't live here in the States. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I should wish you adieu. And yes, thank you so much for watching. You guys mean the world to me, all my fans, even if it's just a handful of you, whether it's 5 people watching or 300 people watching or 300,000 people watching. I appreciate every single one of you to give me the motivation to do these videos, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's been therapeutic. You know, it's gotten me through some dark times, and yeah, so I appreciate all of your support. I really, really do. And if you like the video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And after that, hit that notification bell if you can. That way you get all my content and you get notified of it. And, you know, if you like the video, share with all your cap enthusiast friends. You know, that would be really, really appreciated. But until the next one, guys, stay squatchy.